Hey everyone, in this tutorial I'm going to show you guys how to use the opacity tween, and that's in animation, so make sure you go to window and that you have your animation bar checked, and that will bring up your animation frames down here. And what I'm going to show you is how to get something to appear from nothing. So let's take this little snail and let's go ahead and hide him in the first frame, and let's create frame number 2, and in that frame we will have him show up. So then we're going to shift click on frame number 1, so that way we have both of our frames selected. Go to your tween tool, and in this one we're going to have opacity selected. And again, in this one you can have all 3 of them selected if you want. I'm just showing you what the opacity does. And I'm going to go ahead and have 10 frames added and hit OK. And if I go back to frame 1, you will notice it just appears from nothing. Now, a lot of sites that I've noticed will have this whole loop thing where it will have a nice fade in and then just cuts right out, and I want this animation to have a nice fade in and a nice fade out. So after I have it fade in, I'm going to click another layer, and I'm going to have that one to where it will have nothing, and shift click on frame 12, add some more tween to it, hit OK, and now if I hit play, notice it's fading in and fading out, so that you have a nice balanced animation rather than just one of those fade in that looks really nice and then it just all completely cuts out at the end. And then let's say we just want to have this animation or this snail to stay on the screen for a little bit longer once he's fully appeared. So I will just find that layer or that frame, and I want him to stay on for a whole second before he disappears. So let's check that out and go ahead and hit play, and notice he stays and then he leaves. And this is good for if you have text or anything like that that you have appearing. Now I want to show you one more cool trick about this opacity. I'm just going to go ahead and shift click all these layers here and delete them, and we're going to create another frame and we'll have him come in, and I'm going to have it to where he's going to come in and move. So let's just move him to the side there and go ahead and shift click on frame 1, add, and on this one I want position and opacity, and we'll go ahead and keep at 10 frames. So go ahead and hit OK. Now if you go to frame 1 and you click play, notice how he is fading in and moving at the same time. And that's a cool little trick, and he'll start off wherever you've placed him before. So if on frame 1 you have him up in the top left hand corner, and in your second frame you put him all the way down at the bottom, he will move in that direction. So that's another really neat effect as well. I hope you enjoy this, and just remember that you can use all of these animations together. So don't be limited. Don't limit your design to just one effect. You can have things popping up and fading in and fading out and moving. It's really quite neat. So just take time to practice and play with it, and I hope this tutorial helps you out.